All right, folks, what's up? How we doing? About to take a boondocking trip this weekend down at Silver Lake PFA. That is in South Georgia. We're going to be doing some kayak fishing with Georgia Kayak Fishing. So check them out on Facebook. We got a big group. Also have a website that kind of explains what we're all about. Quick pre-check. I always kind of like bolt on these trips without really talking about, the setup and what you have to do with the nuCamp. And, short answer is between all the fishing gear and the camper, it's a lot. It can take a whole day just to clean and organize and get all the gear that you need before you take off for your trip. So I rarely take the time to go through and do a video like this, but today I remembered to do so. So yeah, boondocking, Silver Lake PFA, South Georgia. We're going for big trophy bass in Panic Pond as well as Silver Lake. So it is a PFA, a public fishing area managed by the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. There is primitive camping on site only. So we're boondocking with the nuCamp tab. This is the nuCamp tab 2018 S. The CS is the clamshell, where the back of it pops out of the back for like a kitchen. This one doesn't have the back hatch, right? And show you what it looks like inside. Now it's set up for travel right now, so it is not it's not been put up. So just a quick, this is the range, refrigerator, range, sink, power and water meter, shower, which I will be using that this weekend while boondocking, Jensen Entertainment Center, Jensen TV, Danby air conditioner, ceiling fan, and as you can see, I'm going to be running it on the Champion 2500 on propane. This is the dual fuel inverter generator, and it will run absolutely everything on this camper, no problem, including I think it's a 5,000 BTU AC. I could be wrong. I may edit that out. I haven't looked at it in a while, but it's a very small air conditioner in comparison to, other air conditioners in other campers, right? It's just a small space in here, and it will freeze this place out. So first thing that I do with the nuCamp tab is empty the tanks when I get home. I have found out that this camper travels, it pulls better on the highway when it's got a full tank of water, when it has a little bit of weight to it. And so I always travel with a full tank of water, just because it doesn't sway as much, right? It doesn't sway a whole lot, especially if you load it correctly. But with a full tank of water, it is just rock solid, very smooth pulling back here. This is a small two-person camper. Up front, we have our propane tank. So always make sure the propane tank is full and the battery is charged. Now the battery will also charge off of the car, and I got a 4-hour drive ahead of me, so I'll get another bit of a charge there. It's almost time to replace the battery. Full tank of water. I don't let it sit with a full tank of water in it because that water will go sour. So after every trip, I drain it. The drain is right down there underneath that white sign. And before every trip, I fill it up with water. That takes about, and I'll put the gallon size of the tank in the video, but that takes about 15-20 minutes or so. So, yep, fishing rods, reels, polar bear cooler. Little original Nintendo there in case it rains. And something else that really saves me while I'm sleeping is the Glissy fan. This is a double fan that plugs into a cigarette lighter. And as you can see, I have one right back there. It'll also plug into, where is it? The Jackery Explorer 240. I'm going to be very reliant on the Jackery this weekend. I have a solar panel that charges it. I can charge it with my car. I've got several ways of charging it. I'll be using it at night to potentially run the Glissy if I'm not running the generator, right? This is a Boondock trip. So I found this Jackery to be, you know, sufficient. I can get about, I don't know, it'll run these fans all night long, right? But like a heating pad or a heated blanket, you're getting about 4 or 5 hours on that on a full charge. I can do all sorts of things like charge my USB devices, you know, run AC/DC plugs, run the cigarette lighter plug on the Jackery. So this is a great option as a secondary battery for the camper. Now this is in addition to the battery that is on the front of the camper up there. As for the shower, I'll probably take a shower Saturday night. It's one of those long weekends where, you know, I won't take a shower for the first 24 hours that I'm there. And sometime mid-weekend, I'm popping the shower. Now, the Aldi is set up and ready to go. It's under the back seat right here. And that is where I'm going to get my hot water from. So I can take hot water showers in the nuCamp Tab 320S. This is the Prodigy Wi-Fi brakes, and I have the receiver in the cockpit of the Jeep, and this basically allows me to manage the camper brakes as I apply the brakes of the tow vehicle. And that's just a much safer way to go. I don't technically need them with this small of a camper, but it really, really helps as far as, you know, comfort and control when towing this camper. So thanks for checking out the video. Hope it's been informative. Just kind of like a pre-game checklist on the Silver Lake PFA camping paddle. Y'all take care. All right, keeping cool in the camper while boondocking. I do have my Champion dual fuel generator. I haven't set it up yet. I'm just kind of, you know, just saving the gas for now. It's during the day, the heat of the day, and I want to save my fuel for when I sleep at night, because that's going to be important to my performance when it comes to going fishing. But there are plenty of alternatives that I use to try to stay cool when I'm in the camper and boondocking without shore power. This is the Glissy fan. It's just a simple cigarette lighter plug, dual head fan, 2 fans, and you can point them in whatever direction you want. It's great. It's great for sleeping. It's great for directing air to a specific location, and it's 12 volt, so low power as well too. I'm also running the fan in the top of the cooler, or top of the camper. And I have to crack the windows to let air in to go up the top, and that's going to help cool things down as well too. And I do have a air chiller here somewhere that I'm about to set up. All right, what is up? Made it to Silver Lake PFA public fishing area near Bainbridge, Georgia, and just getting set up for camp. Now I'm boondocking on this trip, which means there's no electrical out here. I brought a Champion 2500 dual fuel generator, so I can run the AC at night. It is hot. It's June in southwest Georgia, so it's like 80 degrees at night and 100 degrees during the day. So during the day, I'm parked under some trees for some shade. I'm running my Jeep right now, which is plugged into the camper. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the battery as well too. I like to run a bit of a solar panel on the battery to keep it topped off, but running the truck does the same thing. Just gonna turn that from off to on. I may end up setting up propane here in a little bit, we'll see. All right, so I should have 12 volt power in here. And we'll go ahead and turn the fan on. we go. So that'll help cool things down, crack the window, and put the bug screen up. Just like that. There we go. So that lets some air come in, but there's a screen that keeps out bugs. Okay, so let's cool this guy down and start getting set up.
I need to funnel that smoke somehow.
All right, what is up at camp? Boondocking this weekend, Silver Lake PFA, and this is my setup. Hey, so a product that's really key in this particular scenario here is I'm kind of like land yachting or boondocking, right? So I'm not taking the trailer off of the Jeep at all. Whenever I go down the lake and go fish, I'm just taking the whole thing. So I'm not taking the trailer off, not putting the supports down, but I am using the Rolfer leveling kit. And that gives me about 4 or 5 inches and levels the trailer with the tongue. That way if I run my AC is not gonna drip inside the trailer. It's gonna drip out of the exhaust tube that's like up in here. But yeah, key product, the Rolfer leveling kit. Outdoor sportsman. So I am out here in South Georgia in June. So it's hot. There are gnats everywhere. And something that's really helped me out on this fishing trip, here I'll show you where I'm at, is this neck fan. And I'll turn it on. It's got 3 settings to it. This first setting, it's a little bit loud, but as you can see, I've got gnats around my ears and my face. It's a great way to stay cool, but once you crank this puppy up, it's a little loud, but it blows air around your neck and your head, and it'll help keep those gnats out of your face, which just are they annoy me quite a bit. So not just for keeping cool, but also for keeping the bugs out.